So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Gattuso, there's the shot! Deftly away. Played out to the left flank, and the counter is on. Goes looking wide. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Out towards the flank. Serginho's cross. So we're still where we started right now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Yaya Toure, and here's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Backward it goes. Played in. Haaland! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Crossed in once. Has another go! He's scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short, and this is Yaya Toure. Spread it left. And he's whipped, he gets big! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Mbappe! Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Serginho picks it up out wide. Gattuso. Look at the space here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good ball, good take. Looking to go deep. And that should get the job done.
Jeff, Chiba really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Bernardo Silva. No, not quite on the same wavelength. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's picked his way through. That's the keeper's ball. And here's Van Nistelrooy. He's shifted it to the flank, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Haaland might just make this. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Jeff Chiba deserved to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Ruben Neves. And it's Rijkaard. Koundé. Played into space. Oh, what has happened here? Gattuso. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he's cut it out. Bernardo Silva.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. That ball looks a good one. Hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rijkaard. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's in a great position here. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
It's a promising position. Gattuso. Oh, that's a very decent... Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu plays it short. Opts to play it back. Now this could be a chance. Cross from... There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Nicely weighted ball. No, he refuses to take the bait. Messi. Oh, played through for the wide man. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! That's a lovely, delicate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ruben Neves. Half an hour gone in the second half. Messi. Picked out brilliantly.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Marquinhos cuts it out. Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Back into the middle. So what can they make of this? Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Passing is crisp and sharp. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Hullet. And here's Ibrahim. Real chance! Mbappe. Well, that has not gone well. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's been played through. Shot could be on. He has found the way through. And the shot! And it's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic. Henderson did well to stay calm there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch. There's Vitor Baia, Peter.
Goes for a shot! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Serginho. Gattuso. It's Hullet. A temporary retreat here.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Serginho stood his ground strong. Big header! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things... He's having a shot! And he can clear it away. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he latch on to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Yaya Toure. Plays the return pass. Now it's Haaland. Oh, it's Haaland! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a promising big chance! And again the keeper stands strong. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Haaland. Chooses to go back. And he's gone backward here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. DiMarco. Rijkaard. Matheus Nunes. For Olise. Matheus Nunes. And it's Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Out to the left it goes. Well read, nice interception. Cafu. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard. Gattuso. Serginho has created one goal already. Now, what about a counter-attack? Turns back here, probably the best option. Five minutes till the break. Spread out to the left. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gattuso. And that has been knocked clear. It's a good run down the right. Oh, nice touch. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. So much time and space. Shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could try cutting inside here. And a shot! He's scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they...
And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
La Coruña take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Di Marco has it out wide and in space. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. La Coruña are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And he's cut it out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Haaland is onto it in a flash. That is a great pick out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Great chance! Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. Yaya Toure. Cafu. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now McTominay. Gattuso.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gattuso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure. And it's Rijkaard. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
For Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gattuso.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. DiMarco. Jordan Henderson. That's a lovely, neat pass. 2 minutes to be added on. Gattuso has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Now it's Raul. Rummenigge. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Koulibaly spots it and intercepts.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the climbs up big! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that has not gone well. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Rijkaard. And Serginho. Gattuso. And it's Yaya Toure. Over to the left. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. Serginho's cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Pedri.
Jeff Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's on it. Can he get away?
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. And he's whipped it across.
Jeff Chiba clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Serginho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Gullit ready to try one. And this is a great chance to get the... Gullit!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short, and this is Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure! Portugal are looking to go forward now. And that's really well manoeuvred. That is good alertness. Played out to the right. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Mbappe purring through the gears. Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cafu. Half an hour played now. Cafu. Now Mbappe. And no, he's seen through all of that. Yaya Toure. He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Cruyff. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gattuso. He's looking wide. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And here's Haaland.
Jeff Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now the ball's gone astray. Pedri. Spread it left. It's Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Out to the right. Now Mbappe. And he plays one through. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Serginho. Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take and a good drive! Has another go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nice bit of trickery. And the finish! And that's what you... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jeff Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe, good driving run. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's through here. He's found some space. He's got away. McTominay defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Serginho. And the shot! And Cruyff! Has a look and plays it forward. Gattuso. Ambitious ball here. Ibrahimovic. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Jeff Chiba have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Cafu. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Now it's Van Basten. Vinicius Junior. And it's Cruyff. Played out wide. Lovely feet. Vinicius Junior. Aimed into... He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. That's Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is... Chance! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's found the way through. Delivers the ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Cruyff, distributed tidily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rijkaard. Serginho. He's shifting through the gears here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Spread neatly. Bellingham.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Driving on and making good progress. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, there's a probing ball. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Out to the left it goes. Haaland. He has a look up. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shapes to shoot! Cleared away. Bellingham clears.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Is there any... Can he finish? There'll be a minute of stoppage time. So what can they make of this? And that is as far as it goes. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. And this is Inzaghi. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eze. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. And this is Hullet. Played back. Knocks it out wide. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu with the short one. No way through, so... Can he find the finish? Cleared away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. Like, being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually. He gets big! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior is always looking to break lines, looking for the run. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position, and that's been repelled. Neither side yet able to find the net.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gattuso, nicely aimed pass. He slings it in, and a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. He's on it, can he get away? Serginho going full tilt down the left. Borussia Dortmund were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. He's there to get rid. Haaland gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Could move up a gear here. Great ball if he can get there. He's in a good position here. And he's gone backward here. Goes for a shot! That's another chance! Oh, what a mistake! Look at the space here, and he shoots! Played with speed from back to front. And it's Serginho. And here's Inzaghi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gattuso. Now it's Hullet. Over to the left. Plays it across. Climbs up big! Oh, crossbar! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
That has been slung wide. Serginho gets into some space. And he's opted for the long pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now can he find a... And the finish! In he goes again! They've scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Spread out to the left. Serginho swings in across. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bastoni cuts it out. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's
a mighty effort! Well, that is remarkable.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Gattuso. And it's Serginho. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Probing pass. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They need...
Eze! Eze out of this world! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Pullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Gattuso, spread it left. Serginho's cross. Up he goes! They've scored! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Serginho in acres of space out wide. Serginho. Gattuso, the man synonymous with solidity. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Now McTominay. Gattuso. Neuer. Neuer punts it upfield. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Serginho will not want to lose out. Chance, surely! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, played right into his path. Toure attempts a clearance. Now it's Haaland. And here's Eze. Eze touches it back. And it's Eze. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Toure can get it clear.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Just eases him off the ball. Osimhen, and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. McTominay tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Oh, what has happened here? Now that's well seen too. And this is Inzaghi. He's looking wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Thuram. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. That's a smashing touch to get him away. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Deftly away. Neymar with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Time added on 4 minutes. He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. Alexander-Arnold does... That's that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Jeff Chiba definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Plays a sharp little ball here. Serginho's cross. Now it's Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Out to the left it goes. Cafu cuts out the pass. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Now there's a... He's gone for goal!
You know, Peter, even from up here, I can say...
It's Lewandowski! And he's really put himself on the line here. Ibrahimovic attempts a clearance. Serginho receives it in a good position. Rivaldo! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rijkaard chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Ibrahimovic opts for safety, sends it cross-field. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, sweet feet. Quality ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking for the run. Hullet. That's the keeper's ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Williams. Now that looks a decent ball. Lewandowski.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Kimmich. Zaragoza looking to pass their way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Haaland, out towards the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Lewandowski. Yamal. Showing good feet. Gerrard. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Neuer gets it away. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neuer. Cafu. Gattuso. Hullet. Here comes the cross. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a sharp pass. Gerrard. Pull it. For Yaya Toure. Serginho. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic gets into some space. Played into the middle. Cleared away. Lewandowski. And it's Gerrard. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Conte. Nicely spread. Yamal. And this is Gerrard. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, given away. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Serginho being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's been a real pest on that flank, Peter, but I think life is about to get tougher.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Distributed tidily, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Zaragoza choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Rivaldo. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's gone back to the keeper. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Gattuso. And it's Yaya Toure. Cafu. Nico Williams. Threads one in. Now it's Lewandowski. There they go, hunting in packs. Pull it. Now Gattuso. And it's Serginho. And it's Gattuso. And here's Haaland. And this is Hullet. Played with finesse. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Neymar joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Now it's Williams. Now it's Rivaldo. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kimmich with the foul. So there's going to be another change here.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Gullit. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 15, Hannes.
Ah, he's given it away.
3, Lukaku.
McTominay.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi! He's scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
After 80 minutes.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first moment of real significance.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
McTominay, very much a man of this moment. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Jeff, Chiba really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Out of play for a throw. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinelli. Conte. And that has left him in a heap. Serginho is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Eder Militao. Out for a throw. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes...
That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescent. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Dani Olmo. He's in space and looking for options. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Spread out to the left, and it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's picked it up out wide. Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Cafu. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gattuso. That has been slung wide. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gattuso really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gattuso. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. Hazard. And here's Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Mitoma, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Gattuso. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Haaland. Cafu. And it's Gattuso. Hazard. And it's Guardiola. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Tries to pass it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played in with purpose.
That's good defensive concentration.
Cafu. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dani Olmo. He's in plenty of space here. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Mitoma. Now Gattuso. Yaya Toure. Cafu. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Haaland stood his ground strongly. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that's well seen too. Looks to the other side. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Hazard. Spread it left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. Mitoma. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. And it's Ibrahimovic. Haaland plays a sharp little ball here. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's picked his way through. Pedro Neto! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Koundé. And it's Olmo. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. Shot, surely! And again! Up towards the front line. Messi. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 22. Cambio
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And Messi! Great effort, but no way through. Yaya Toure. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kimmich. Now it's Thuram. And he's played it back. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Forward it goes. Spread out to the left.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
El dorsal 8 será sustituido por el dorsal 17.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Puyol. Pedro Neto. Rafinha. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lukaku. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. And Cruyff! Loose, in he goes again! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Toma. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. That's a good ball out wide. No, it's come to nothing. Yaya Toure goes looking wide. Ibrahimovic, he's in plenty of space here. Climbs up big. It's loose now, and he's been caught napping. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient.
Ibrahimovic!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cafu with the short one. And he's gone backward here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Gattuso. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And he's hit it long. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. This looks promising. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
There's no flag. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mitoma. Great vision. And the shot's on here. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. McTominay has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
And it's hoisted clear. And he's chosen to go back. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Adams gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this? Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking to play him in. Haaland. And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. More and more pressure on the ball here. Gattuso. Turns back here, probably the best option. He shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now Gattuso. And here's Haaland. Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Opts for safety. That's really well manoeuvred. He's on it. Can he get away? Hullet. Cruyff. Van Basten. Yaya Toure. Cafu. And it's Rijkaard. Now he's off and running. Great defending, strong and determined. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again, then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Mitoma. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Looking for the run. That's very neat. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Threads one in. And the shot! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Now, can they get him away? Nicely aimed pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Now it's Gattuso. Gattuso stood his ground strongly. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cafu plays it short. And this is Hullet! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Hernandez. Busquets. It's Cruyff. Rafinha. It's a really well-measured ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Hullet. Ibrahimovic looking to add to his goal. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's had it taken off him. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Out of play for a throw. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Neymar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cafu. Now Gattuso. Looking for options for movement. And he's in on goal, and he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff is onto this. Cafu. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal. And they've got a throw. Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And he's forced to go back. Kimmich. Cafu. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Kimmich cuts it out. Cafu. And it's Van Basten. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chance for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Rijkaard clears it away. A temporary retreat here.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
Picked out brilliantly. Messi! And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Jeff Chiba definitely impressing me here.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when...
And pull it! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they're quick to get it back. He shifted it to the flank. Tries to play it through. And he's on the finish! That's a sharp pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been won straight back. Chooses... And the shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
The goal after 9 minutes is number 11, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball out wide, and it's Messi. Ødegaard played into space, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And this is Drogba. Shot could be on. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Hazard is flagged offside. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short, and this is Yaya Toure. Haaland! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Cafu plays it short. He has found the way through. Great chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here. Messi. It's Kimmich, spread out to the left. Now it's Hazard. He's found a way past. Pedri, can he get on the end of this? Well read, nice interception. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Ødegaard. Out to the left it goes. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Yaya Toure. Over to the left. And it's Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Played in, he gets big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Hernandez. And it's Azar. Pedri. For Messi. Ødegaard. And it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. Gattuso cannot be beaten that easily. Cafu. He's found a way through. Tries to cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Hernandez. And it's Azar. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And the pass is intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Referee's given a throw. Serginho, back towards the middle. It's a good spell of possession. Shot a goal! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Big chance! And that is wildly off target. Serginho. That's Cannavaro. That's really well cleared. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Cannavaro. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Gattuso with the clearance. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Serginho. Gattuso. And here's Ibrahimovic. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And here's Ibrahimovic. That is good strength. Looking to play him in. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Hazard. Clipped into space. And a chance! Really well taken goal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Now it's Gullit. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Koundé. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Cross goes in there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hazard. A probing pass. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Substitution on the field. Number 27, Serginho. Number 2, Cafu.
Gullit.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
Jeff Chiba clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Number 3, Maldini.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. And it's Messi.
Number 15.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. Van Bouten does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good spread. Messi looking to run onto it. Maldini gets it away. Van Bouten. And here's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. Well, that has not gone well. Van Bouten. And it's Koundé. Into the last 5 minutes. Musiala is onto this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nice looking ball. Chips it through. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. That has been cut short. Rice. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Jeff, Chiba definitely approached the game in the right way. A nice mix-up of tactics.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Back into the middle. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Henderson does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Foden, tries to play it through, and this is chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So, a breakthrough already. Ibrahimovic, and it's Gattuso. Great vision, so nearly the perfect ball. Vasco da Gama do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Batistuta. Ball's played through. Can he latch on to this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cafu. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And he's forced to go back.
Jeff, Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's good play. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now he's off and running. Kukçu.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Ribéry. He won't be happy with that one. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Opts for safety. Played back to the goalkeeper. Caceres producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Could move up a gear here. And this is Koke, and this is Ribéry. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Elects to cross. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has another go! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Ball is over the line. Played it again. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Back in once more. He rises! Oh, it's hit the post. Rijkaard gets it clear. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Chance here to counter. Gattuso.
He'll be disappointed with that.
And that's a goal kick. Kukcu. Koke. Foden, who does have an assist to his name. To Henderson. And it's Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Turns back here, probably the best option. Haaland might just make this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Foden, and here's the chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Threads one in, neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Haaland. Spread out to the left. Lovely bit of skill. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he was quick to react.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Saliba with the foul. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Ribery. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Jordan Henderson. Now Foden. Played with finesse. Good read, needed to be. Crunching tackle. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging him to shoot.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Hullet. Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. Aimed in towards the centre. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Cafu with the short one. Spread it left. Takes aim and crosses. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Showing good feet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Koke. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Vasco da Gama surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That ball looks a good one. And he's there to get it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it...
Batistuta! Oh, and that should have been two.
Batistuta has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Koke. Big header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Lukaku. He might be in here! And the finish! It's there! They have stolen level at the last! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Now it's Batistuta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Jeff, Chiba certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouragement.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Back towards the middle. Turns back here, probably the best option. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rijkaard. And the return pass. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now Yaya Toure. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Barella. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. Bale. Oh, sweet feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he whips in across. Abiati deals with that nice and simple. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kukçu.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
McTominay attempts a clearance. Toure with the clearance. And it's Eze. Barella tries to pass it through. And he whips it in. And that should get the job done.
Inter really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Dumfries clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And he's forced to go back. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Kukçu. Oh, a delicate chip through. Cafu. Gattuso. Serginho. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu aimed beyond the defence. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Lewandowski! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a throw-in. Bastoni. Over to the left. Bale looking to run onto it. Pull it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Eze. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Yaya Toure. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And Serginho. And it's Serginho. Haaland is herring after that one. There they go, hunting in packs. Searching pass he's played there. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And this is Ibrahimovic. Showing good feet. Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Cafu goes short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Dumfries in acres of space out wide. Eze. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he refuses to take the bait. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Eze. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's taking no chances there. Gattuso gets a foot in and wins the ball. And he was quick to react. Cafu. That's Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Haaland. It's Ibrahimovic! Lewandowski. Eze. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Drives it in. Looking for a runner. Gattuso receives it in a wide position. And he cuts out the supply. Picked out brilliantly. That's good play.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Done for Lewandowski! Lewandowski finds himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
On the field, number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Gullit. Coming on the field, number 15, Hannes. Number 13,
Dumfries.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 7,
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Rui Costa. Hernes. Can he get it through?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Barella. Rijkaard. And it's Barella.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
It's crossed into the middle. Looking for a corner. And that has been knocked clear. And it's Kukçu. Well, there's the clearance. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play.
Great chance! Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And smartly reclaimed. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing...
And pull it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu with the short one. Fired deep towards the back post. Played back in. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone backward here. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ribéry. Vitinha has a shot! Now it's Palmer. And it's Serginho. He's picked his way through. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Gattuso. Serginho calmly anticipates.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well timed, excellent interception. Gattuso. McTominay. Played back to the goalkeeper, Abbiati, the great organiser of defence. Adams producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Toma. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Palmer. Serginho. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. McTominay. Now Yaya Toure. Opts for safety. And it's McTominay. Gattuso. Now McTominay. Forwards and with intent.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Beckham. And it's Palmer. Vitinha threads one in. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Trente-Inskene! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap.
Haaland! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Yaya Toure. Gattuso. And here's Haaland. That's a good chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Bullet is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Haaland. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cafu proves just a little bit too strong. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bastoni. Serginho. And it's Vitinha. Oh, good spread. Tries to pass it through. Takes aim and crosses. And he's taking no chances there.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And they've got rid and claimed it back swiftly. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chips it through. Bullish header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Beckham really must be thinking...
Can he finish? Goal! Trente-Inskene! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gattuso. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. McTominay. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's McTominay. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vitinha. And it's Stones. And here's Beckham. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. They get a throw in. 20 can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Mbappe coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Substitution.
Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Beckham. It's a good run down the right. No, he refuses to take the bait.
Twente clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Nice control. Kimmich. And the finish! He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact.
Tries a shot! And he's there to get it away.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Stones clears. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. That's a corner kick.
Substitution on the field.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Replace him is
Cafu plays it short.
Messi.
And this is Neymar. Oh, this looks sharp. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good ball! Spread out to the left, and this is Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Gattuso. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe played out to the left flank. Now it's Neymar. It's played through for him. And it's made its way to him. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cafu. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ibrahimovic. Oh, they can break here. Looking for a runner. That's a nicely shaped ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham gets into a good position. Bellingham with the delivery. Pull it. And here's Haaland. Gattuso. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Nice looking ball. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's not an especially good pass, that. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Yaya Toure. Cafu. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Yaya Toure! And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good run down the right. He's on it, can he get away? Played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great ball, and he's in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, cracking ball. Gets into some space. What a throw in. Oh, that's neat. The ball's gone astray. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played into space out wide. And this is Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Gattuso into the channel. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Neymar. Chance here to counter. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side. There's the shot! They've scored! They are racking business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Premio grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Hit into the middle. Chance! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, no joy this time. Out of play for a goal kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. That's a smartly directed ball. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Neymar ploughing through the middle.
Gremio really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Serginho, a probing pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ricci. Nicely shaped ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's just beyond his reach. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Neymar. Serginho. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic. Now Mitoma. And it's Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. Mitoma! Cleared without hesitation.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gattuso. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe! Mitoma. McTominay. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. I think we're just about done here. It's a really well-measured ball. Cafu could try cutting inside here. He's had it taken off him.
Substituição no time do Grêmio.
It's their second corner of the game.
Camisa 17, camisa 15. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 19, camisa 9, camisa 16. Substituição em andamento.
Pullet plays it short. Lovely bit of skill. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Foram indicados 2
That's
minutos
very
de
neat.
acréscimo.
Otto is onto this. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Yaya Toure. Ball played for Rijkaard. Mitoma. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. That's good play. Incoming delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Mbappe. Now that is tidy, really tidy. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's had it taken off him. First quarter of an hour gone. Out of play for a throw. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's played into the... Oh, what a clock! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro. Messi. Spread it left. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Olise. Serginho. Spread out to the left. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Yaya Toure. And it's Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu with the short one. Good ball. Haaland!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Haaland! Ruben Neves, played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Olise. Oh, smashing header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mitoma. And it's Gattuso. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Great vision. Gullit stood his ground strongly. Gattuso. Chance, surely! Another save. Corner number 2 then. Cafu plays it short. Yaya Toure! And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Cafu goes short. Out to the left it goes. Now the ball in. Cleared without hesitation. Rijkaard tries to play it through. Gullit. Cross from Cafu. He'll try to keep this alive. Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That pass has been well into... And he's let fly! And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Could move up a gear here. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Jeff, Chiba merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's Haaland. Cafu. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Little pass back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out for a throw. Rijkaard. Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Foot in. Still just a single goal between the sides. Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick out. Oh. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe gets into a good position. Hoisted in, and he gets rid in a hurry. It's a really well-measured ball. Played it again.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mitoma quietly revving up. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's found a way through. Oh, not quite.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him.
And the shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Rijkaard. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mitoma. Number 2, Capu. Number 11,
The
Ibrahimovic.
defence opting here for strength in
Number 10,
numbers.
Gullit.
Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive.
Maldini. Number 44, Otto.
That's the throw.
Number 15, Hannes. Number 25,
That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hannes! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. Over to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part.
Shoots! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Gattuso. He's one on. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Yaya Toure. Played out wide. Otto puts them all in. He can get that clear. And back to the keeper. Maldini. Gattuso. Gattuso, the man that is tenacity personified. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Olise. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Decent progress down the left. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance, a performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Gattuso taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.